last night. We was discussing my mental, and I got a little bit off course. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got to telling y'all all about why. You know what I'm saying? I felt the way I felt. You know, just leading on from there, y'all. I just want to hop right back into it so I don't forget nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I started my own business, I thought it was gonna be easier for me. You know what I'm saying? I get the quote unquote, pick my own days and pick my own hours. Let me tell everybody who's trying to start a business, it does not work like that. Especially whenever you're just starting your business. Like me, I'm pretty fresh. We ain't even 6 months in. We only 5 months in starting our business. And especially these first 6 months is such a fucking grind. Let me take the glasses off for y'all. It's such a grind because first off, you trying to gain clientele. First off, first thing is to have consistent clientele, so you're always having, you know what I'm saying, money coming in. Then, uh, owning your own business isn't a get rich overnight scheme. I know some people will have you believe that, you know what I'm saying, sit there and tell you, oh yeah, if you want financial freedom, start your own business, da 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 da. Listen, it's gonna take years before that financial freedom come into play. The first year, especially the first 6 months, it's all about grind. So I was off of night shift, so that was a big plus for me. You know what I'm saying? But most of my days was still being filled up with some schedules. And my grandmother, she's elderly. It's not like I'm gonna pull up at 9, 10 o'clock and expect her to be up. I know she's in bed by like 8. So really by the time I get done, you know what I'm saying, doing what I gotta do, oh, it was really, you know what I'm saying, a lot of motherfuckers gonna sit up there and say, oh yeah, he's sitting there and he's making up excuses and all this shit. That's, motherfucking excuses. I don't, as a business owner, I don't control when motherfuckers need their yard cut. You know what I'm saying? They want it when they want it done. My job is to get it done when they want it done. I can't pick and choose when to move people. You get what I'm saying? Whenever they need that move done at a specific time, that's when I come into play. You feel me? Um, oh, when these people need their house clean, and my wife has to go out there, bring her cleaning supplies, and clean whatever they want clean. She's not able to, you know what I'm saying, uh, tell these people, oh yeah, I'll be here at this time. These people are going to tell you. So that was one thing I really didn't realize when I started on business. Like I thought that, you know what I'm saying, because it was financially free as people would have you know what I'm saying, believe. It also mean that, you know what I'm saying, you can do some shit like due dentist. You know what I'm saying? When he just said he took a month and a half off, like 2 months off. I'm thinking it's like that. It's not like that at all. You will be starving. You will be evicted. You will be repoed. You will be all of the above if you sit there and think. If you don't keep working and building your business, that you're just gonna sit there and everything's gonna be fine. Like, I had to realize the hard way that it wasn't gonna work like that. And once I did, I had just as less time to go see my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, as I did freaking night shift at BMW. But I am making more money than I was making at BMW, so thank God for that. I'm able to take care of my family. I ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta put in my grievance days, and you know what I'm saying? I gotta get excused from work to go to my mother's funeral, my grandma's funeral. Uh, I didn't have to worry about none of that shit. I probably would have been working that night. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I would check my schedule that I had here and see if I even had to work the night. I stayed with my grandmother her last night on Earth. You know what I'm saying? I figured if she was gonna, you know what I'm saying, go into that holy place, I wanted her to do it on her terms. She wanted to be at the house, so I'm gonna be at the house with her. Jazz was there, my mother, Lorraine was there. So she was surrounded by love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My nephew, Jesse, you know what I'm saying? I took him to school that morning. By the time I dropped him off and went back to take a little nap and go back down there, I got the news. So what really hurt me, y'all, is that I was supposed to go down there, and that Sunday, that Sunday, I had a moving job. Um, that Monday, dude wanted me to come by and pressure wash his stuff, hands clean, pull some weeds, all type of stuff. So my whole plan was to get there Tuesday and see her, and that's what I did. I made it on Tuesday. I'm not sure what I was doing Saturday, Friday, Thursday. All that shit is just. I was probably working though. If I wasn't working, she was working. Sometimes I gotta watch the baby, all type of stuff. So it's just be a whole lot going on. But my mother was telling me that she was about to leave and she wanted to see baby Jelena before she left. Of course, I was going to oblige. I told her. She said she was leaving Thursday. Said I'll be there Tuesday because I knew I had so much shit lined up. Tuesday was the only day I had an opening. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna see Granny. I'm gonna show everybody Jelena, you know, my mom's Jelena before she leave. And and that's why like my head is so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What I walked into, what I walked into was terrible. Like I got the news that my grandmother had a stroke while I was doing a job, doing the press wash or whatever. And they said it was minor, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? They said it was a minor stroke, of course, like I done seen what strokes do to people firsthand. You know what I'm saying? It make you not who you really are. You get what I'm saying? So I had to keep working after I heard that news. You get what I'm saying? And it was just hard for me because I asked my auntie, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that I should just, you know, do you think that I should postpone that job that I had lined up? You know what I'm saying? And go down there and check on Nana. and she told me to just make my money because you know, like just do what I gotta do in order to maintain my family because there's nothing that I can do. You know what I'm saying? She let me know that there's nothing I can do. So, if you was planning on going down there Tuesday, just go down there Tuesday and don't make no special trips. Just put it in God's hands, basically. So that's what I wound up doing. I went to the job. Uh, of course, the day before that, um, whenever I got done with the moving job Sunday night, my mom's calling and she's like, "Oh, Nana's not responsive." Da 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 da. That was the first signs of her having a stroke. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, you can ask questions on here now. They got green screen on here now. Okay, here we go. All right, my bad, y'all. So they telling me like she was unresponsive. I was like, fuck, cause like whenever I took her, well, I didn't take her, but I met her at her sister-in-law Barbara Lee's 90th birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And that was the last time I really seen her, and it's just a shame that that was the last time I seen my grandma for real, cause it was just some fuck shit going on. Like she was sitting beside Barbara Lee, you know what I'm saying? She always do, you know what I'm saying? Like they like best friends, they close. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting beside her, and my uncle's wife, she's like, "Oh, you can't sit here beside her." Da 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 da. But my sister was sitting right there, and it's like it was just throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I sit here? Ain't nobody else even sitting here. You know what I'm saying? So I had my baby with me. I ain't even have my girl with me at the time. I was taking care of the baby by myself. Um, it was hot out there. It was so hot. This was like right before the motherfucking the fall weather hit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still September in South Carolina, so it was hot. And my baby, she wound up falling asleep, and I had to leave. I had to leave without even saying goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And I had some issues with my car too. Like she was teething so bad. I was originally just gonna go to the store. My whole plan was to go to the store, get her some Tylenol, liquid Tylenol, put on her gums, help with the teeth and pain, and come back. But honestly, like just my my uncle's wife, you know what I'm saying some stuff like that, like, oh yeah, you can't sit beside, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like you can't sit beside. It was more like about the table. It wasn't about her, like, but it just like threw me off that, you know what I'm saying? You would sit there and respect my sister, but just because I'm your son's age or whatever, you think you can like sum me and tell me where I can and cannot sit. Like I'm with my granny, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Yeah, that was the last time I seen it, and even that day, you know what I'm saying, with some stuff going on, like people would talk to her, she'll just like kind of like stare and like not say nothing, and I'd be like, "Now she talk to you." She'll like nod, and like that was the early stages of, all right, there's a dramatic change with that, but I already knew that, you know what I'm saying, she had stuff going on with breast cancer and stuff like that. So I just attributed to that, and I ain't even really think much of it. I just go it off like, and then I probably, you know what I'm saying, in pain, don't even feel like talking to these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really thought. I mean, it did rub me the wrong way because she was always so nice. You know what I'm saying? It was like she would never just intentionally ignore somebody. She would never do that. But out of my perspective, I see the pictures that my sister sending me and stuff like that. I know that this stuff is painful. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, faking a smile. And sometimes you like physically can't. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was a situation where she just physically couldn't, you know what I'm saying, respond because she was, dealing with pain. Like, if I got a stomach ache and I'm hunched over and somebody, hey, what do you want for lunch? I'm worried about my stomach. I'm not worried about what you're talking about. Like, I thought it was just one of them situations, but stroke winded up happening. I got there the next day after hearing the news, and it was just a whole 360. You know what I'm saying? Like, no talking, very little movement. You know what I'm saying? Just jolting back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Just saying off the wall stuff, let me live. Oh Lordy. She kept calling my name, you know what I'm saying? Like me. That's why I made sure I stayed, you know what I'm saying? Because she was out of it, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, she was dying at that point, you know what I'm saying? And when I came there, she was in the living room. I got a motherfucker spark the blunt when I talk about this. I hope y'all don't mind. When I came into Tuesday, which I agreed upon, and a stroke already had happened the day before. Yeah, she was just saying off the wall stuff, jolted back and forth, saying my name. And she was on the couch, you know what I'm saying? And like I tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like usually me, I can always get through to my nana. Like if she can help it, she going, you know what I'm saying? Like she gonna talk to me, her face gonna light up. Like ain't never been a moment except for that last moment where, you know what I'm saying? Like she just light up the room whenever she seen me. So I sit down in front of her. I'm like, Nana, I brought the baby to see you. You know what I'm saying? She still ain't reacting. You like the only person I think that she loved more than me was my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like that was her pride and joy, and she just wanted to take Jelena. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know, like my daughter. She already say, okay, she's spending the night out watching. You know what I'm saying? We not putting that scratch on her, especially with everything she going through, of course. But you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to, you know what I'm saying? If she could, I would, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Because I knew genuine love that she had for not only just kids, but for Jelena, her great grand. So by this time, my sister's her caregiver, and she's not there. My nephew, he's at school. My mom's there. She don't know what to do. I ain't know what else to do. No hospice nurses are there. At this point, she is on hospice. But this was not the none that I seen, I done seen her in the nursing home, I done seen them in the hospitals, I done seen her, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of times, surgeries, all that stuff. And that was just a different her. And I was so scared. I wound up calling EMS. They said they was gonna come. 20 minutes later, they still ain't came. The hospice wound up pulling up. So I called off the EMS workers because the hospice basically said it's been a gradual, slowly but surely decline in her health. And I was on the phone with my auntie, and she was still in Jersey at the time. She's down here now because we just had the funeral and stuff. But I tried to cheer up and try to show her oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just out of it. Like she was already gone, you know what I'm saying? She was just waiting on the body to catch up to the mind. 'Cause her mom was gone. I don't think she heard nothing that we said. I mean, she probably did, you know what I'm saying? I hope she did, cause we spoke some very kind words and prayed over her, and did what we were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as sending good energy, you know what I'm saying? But once the hospice came, they said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Da, da, da. It's time to get her in the bed." And my auntie said, "I'm scheduled to come down there next week. Do you think that she's gonna make it to then?" It was like, I can't promise you that. I can't promise you that. It was like, it's a chance that she won't. And that was hard for me to hear. You know what I'm saying? And not turning the Lord John. It's just, I had to, I was the only man there. I ain't had no time for it. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Put all that shit beside me and just handle my business as a man. Everybody was coming through. You know what I'm saying? Sending support for her. Um, I don't even want to forget nobody now. I know Diane was there. I know Lorraine was there. My cousin Isaiah was there. His wife, kids, I believe. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure who else, but oh yeah, I think that Barbara was there, but they all left, and he was stuck there. I pulled her up off of the couch. We set her in her wheelchair. We wheeled her to the bed. We got her in bed, and that's where she stayed for about over 12 hours before. It was over with. It was over with. Took my nephew to school that morning. I came back here, and my sister hit me up like, I gotta go right back and get Jesse. And and I was so tired. I was in bed about to go to sleep because I slept on the couch that night, and I ain't, like we was up in the middle of the night with her. She fought to the very end. She was trying to get out the bed. We had to put her more in the middle of the bed, so you know what I'm saying. She wouldn't be getting out. Try to have her set up, and I just hugged her and kissed her, and I just prayed for her to get better. When we tried to get her to eat, you know what I'm saying. The main thing was her not eating. She wasn't able to eat. Um, she wouldn't eat none of her inshores. She wouldn't eat, of course, nothing solid. And she loves Sprite, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't even drink that. I think we finally got her to drink one last Sprite in the middle of the night. Whenever we fed her one last time, that was her last meal. So from there, my sis say somebody gonna pick up Jesse, just get there here ASAP, cause the hospice, they like to give you a few moments with the deceased, you know what I'm saying, before they call the funeral home and just, ship you off. So I got to see her in her bed and hold her hand. It was cold. It was just hard. It was just so hard. That was the that was some of the worst weeks of my life. Fuck day. The whole experience was fucked up, from the death to the funeral, to the burial, to the repast, to them trying to eat food. I mean, I don't even want to feel like eating food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of hurt. You know what I'm saying? When the person who raised you, and fed you, and taught you everything you know, and taught you, you know what I'm saying, how to be loved, is gone and ain't never coming back. Never had one light on her. So I was just in a daze, man. I was just in a daze. I couldn't work. Canceled all my jobs for the week. I canceled my car repair. I was supposed to get my car repaired. It just kind of shut down, you know. And I tried to I just tried to keep my composure as much as I could, and step up as a man. But I feel like I fell short. Um, I had an insurance policy from my grandmother, in case anything ever happened to her. We could pay for her funeral. It was linked up to her bank account. So I know she had more than enough money to sustain it. But for some reason, that shit wound up getting canceled or some shit. And I was just so scared that, you know what I'm saying, I was going to have to cremate her. And I just shut down, you know what I'm saying, once I learned everything that I put in preparation, because it was hard, you know what I'm saying. When she was 84, it was like a month or so before she turned 85, I realized people 85 or older, they can't really get life insurance. So you have to be on a certain age to get life insurance. I was like, damn. So I was scrambling to get that. I finally found a place called Colonial Penn. They accept people her age. It's hard enough to find people that accept people her age. They one of the ones who did. I signed up with them. I maintained that. Just don't know how everything fell through.